What's down here? Yes! Phonetically, that spelling. Yeah, exactly. Hey, look, it's a bell sprout. Shout outs to anyone who gets the reference. And no more focus. Eruption. Aw. Yay, it still works. Also, L0L works. It sure do. Although it still looks like a stickman that has its little arms up and it's drowning. It's trying to cry out for help, like, hey, I'm drowning, my hands are up, I'm trying to, like, flail out in the water, help. And then you sink. It sinks because, no one came to help it. Because it didn't add anything to the conversation and was just otherwise pretty annoying. Where was it in the Platinum playthrough? You randomly found Madrai randomly found an item here we had no idea about. He was just pressing A randomly and got that, so I remembered that's always there. L0L also takes more effort, so you're committed. There you go. Also, do I want Choice Scarf on Karma? I was thinking about that earlier. Let's see how well that goes. Like the wet floor sign. 1 of 4 snakes are a dick. Not sure I understand that that reference. Go. Commitment is a good sign. Amen. Because it looks like it's biting the foot. Okay. I think I get it now. I think I can picture it. Thank you for the follow. Also, I'm imagining Blizzard in, like a Pokemon Stadium-esque animation sense. Machamp flexes, like does a very stereotypical Macho Man pose, and then ice comes flooding the battle stage. Don't remember the correct way through all of this. It's not this way. Just can't remember if I have to go rock climbing up or through that that cave that was there. Oh, I don't have Rock Smash. Wonderful. Oh wait, no, maybe this is the right way. Bop, bop, ba, bop, 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 bop. Thank you for coming to the whattageek sing-along. What a sing-along. Yeah, I don't think this is the right way. Football neck! With an uwu face. A kitty cat face. I'm not crazy, am I? Is anyone else seeing that W? Thank you, Dimpus, for being on top of that. Very angry monk. Really does look like it swallowed a football and was like, oh, whoa, about it. Okay, so a Primeape laid an egg and ate it, and then he regained some health. Try not to look too deeply into that. There's Magius, the cat, witch, ghost, Pokemon, OO. Yeah! Proteins, bro. I'm gonna switch into something that has more power points. Now I can evolve my Gligar into Gliscor. Wait a minute. The friend-shaped Pokemon. Arguably, that's Kecleon, but we're not here to draw straws. I think I might be using the wrong word there. Draw hairs? Is that the phrase? A shiny get. It's not a shiny. It sure do be hailing, though. Split hairs, thank you. Don't mean to split hairs. Hello, it is I, the English miner. Confusing many a phrase. Lazy Joe. In your defense, there are a lot of phrases, yeah, and a lot of idioms. I'm one of those idioms, except with a T instead of an M. I also remember what you changed with. To respond to Persona in chat, is it not the letter U? Not gonna lie, same. Everyone here is an idiom, or at least they think they're an idiom. Flare Blitzing Ball Toy, I imagine, coats itself in fire, spins around really fast, angles itself 90 degrees, and then shoots itself at the target. Pierces right through, a la Dragon Fist. So, on the chat feedback on the stream itself, so like for the YouTube audience, what Persona said, like you see, OO was surprised and OO was like both. It's very hard to tell, but the middle option is the letter O, and then the third option is the number 0. The O's, the capital O's and zeros look almost identical to me. There's like a very slim difference with like the pixels. So if that looked confusing to anyone looking back at chat replay, that is, yeah, that is why it looks so familiar, is because they look almost identical. There's a young man from Cork who got limericks and haikus confused, and that's the end of that joke. Of zero. Imagine having lowercase O's and then an uppercase O would probably mean like an eyebrow raise. Or something like that. Much stuff of importance did you miss? Well, you missed the discussion about OO versus OO versus OO. Igglybuff! Oh no, it's biding its time. Bum, 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 bum. Whew. I was about to fucking die. We love a buff Iggly. I'm pretty sure that villager is a jock. We got a Dragon Water Torterra. Bye. Aw. Fine. I pressed up, but okay. I guess that works. There was a fast Torterra. Oh yeah, also Athens missed the discussion of LOL being banned. Palkia disguise. Or, Kingdra. And teach that kind of important stuff at school, just homophones. Yeah, like there, and there. People still get those confused. Also, your and your. Tyrosign found a way around it. Those are capital I's. So all he says was Eoi. Or at least one of them is a capital I. Both were? Figures. Yorer? I hate you. What about Amo, Amas, Amat, Amamas, Amatis, Amant? Do they teach those? Are those conjugations? Like, the first one is for the first person pronoun, the second one is for second person, the third one is for third person pronoun. The fourth one is for a collective first person, and then there's a collective second person, and then a collective third person. There's 6 conjugations. And, I assume they're all verbs. Talk about Latin verb endings. I had a feeling they were verbs. They followed the same structure as most other Latin-derived languages. I, you, he, she, it, we, y'all, they. Yeah, exactly. One annoying thing about English is no third-person plural. Yeah. Well, okay, more accurately, no second-person plural. There is, like, they or them could either mean third-person plural or third-person... Sorry, third-person singular or third-person plural. But we don't really have a single word to denote you, as in a group of you. You have to say either you all, or you guys, or all of you. There are no word genders in English like there are in other languages. There you go. Word genders are definitely a talking point for anyone looking to get into a second language close to their own. Or, I guess exclusively with Germanic languages and other Latin-based languages. Maybe use or US was too weird to say. I agree. Yeah, that's hard to adapt into a, I guess, vernacular or a language in general for nowadays. English is always evolving, so who knows? Maybe use can start taking on less of a mafioso vibe and just evolve into its own second-person plural pronoun. Hey, yous guys. Der, die, das. Der Führer, for example. Use is a cool sounding word, I agree. Use is second person plural, just not used. Was that? I feel like there could be a pun there. It's not used. Use ain't used. French it is feminine and they just stick an E on the end. Yep, that's one thing I remember from my French studies. Also, seeing a choice scarf on Kecleon right now, he's not fast enough to make, like, the most use of it. So I think having Quick Claw activate randomly to make him go first in that instance would probably be better off. Lazy Crystal sounds more like an indie pop punk band than the Galactic Grunt. Yep. That, or it's a way of spiritual healing that takes its time to work. The only German sentence I remember is Nein, das ist mein Fußball. Or football. I'm not sure what that symbol is supposed to be pronounced like. Never did take German studies. Took German 18 years ago. Oh, that's S, so Fußball. Okay. Nein, das ist mein Fußball. My German accent is probably very lacking, so I apologize to anyone who is somehow still watching these Randomizer series after I butchered Ein, Drei, and Zwei from the Black and White Randomizer. There's a debate in French about if it's right to add just E to a word to make it female word for words that didn't have a female version. I guess that could be... It's interesting to radically change a language like that, but not all languages are exempt from change, so it's possible. Like, I could see it be passed fine. What does Fußball mean? I assume it's football or soccer. But I guess that's up to the German speakers in chat. There we go. Tire sign. Got it. Alright. Doi. Choice scarf. I'm gonna have to take that off. French is a very sexist language. I think you mean a very sexy language. That's what most forms of media have taught me. I want to suck your blood. And your baby. I want to eat your baby. One baby. Two baby. French counting is weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have not remembered past 10, actually, so I might be confusing it with Spanish at this point. Next fan art. You said yourself you want to do something a little bit more lighthearted, so if your definition of lighthearted is eating babies, then you do you. As in Germany, it was insulting to call a woman Fräulein because it means an unmarried female, and there's no equal honorific for men, so it was considered sexist. Yeah, I could see there being an issue with that. What's the version in Spanish? It was, Oh no, I feel like I would know it as soon as I saw it, but it's not coming to mind immediately. No, wait, maybe I'm thinking of French, where it's like, mademoiselle means like an unmarried female, and madame means a married female, and then there's also a similar one in Spanish. I wanted to give the quick claw, there we go. Wild Sharpedo. Is the first purpose of the words, as in to make something less sexist? Or to make it a bit more... What's the phrase here? Seems to be like Mademoiselle for a young lady. So not necessarily an unmarried lady, but a young lady. Does anyone know the Spanish one right now? Because I can't think of it. I remember bits and pieces from German as it was 2007-ish when I was learning it last, and that was a high school German 2 class. Can count a bit. English is actually one of the more abnormal languages, I think. There are a couple of... That's very unfortunate for Pidgey. Having Storm Drain also being weak to the thing. Before Storm Drain canceled out the attack at all. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, English has a lot of weird issues with it. Because... it breaks a lot of its own rules more often than not. And that's why it's one of the more confusing languages to learn in general. Oh, it was sarcasm? My bad. Why is a turtle feminine in Spanish? There are many reasons, but let's just say that the one who came up with the word for turtle was a bit of a weirdo. The first rule of English is don't talk about English rules. English took so many bits and pieces of other languages into itself that it's confused. That is a very accurate statement. English has a lot of loan words nowadays.